things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hands it off. Oh, better look out. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time cut.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. White going to attack through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down. Another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. Once he got some room, it was over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
White wants to throw it. Got the back over the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Asher. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job there by the defense, not forgetting about the fullback. He's not just a lead blocker. He can catch the ball in this offense, too. They were aware of that, and they were able to make the tackle.
Line getting set on second down. try the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Valentine. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's a huge completion on third down. And David, he was double covered. I mean, what do you do as a coordinator moving forward now trying to stop this guy from making plays?
I can't tell you how frustrating that is. I got two on him. Like, I'm sending resources to stop this guy, and he's still making plays. You got to get more pressure on the quarterback. You got to disguise. You got to do something. But apparently that guy, you can't cover him, even with two.
Here's the pressure. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
White going to attack through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Runs through the... Oh, out of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space. And he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Just keeps swinging it. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Razorbacks are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throwing right and going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just times with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
White wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Brought over the middle. It's Valentine. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Rush is on him. Quarterback extends the play. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. Across the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Got it looking for a first. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Finds a spot in the middle. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Puts it out of the air.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Mississippi State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happen for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. this drive going to the air. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete to the left. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to throw on third. Under fire. It's complete to the right. It's a running room. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. White going to attack through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got the back in the middle. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets away from one. He's got space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down in the field. And it's a play like that that you just saw, which can help them get there.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Razorbacks have this offense rolling.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rush through behind his pad. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. Touchdown, Arkansas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got the 1st down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
There he goes. Wide open spaces. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
White wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass, try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the
just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
That's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got it. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw again. Snags it. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The toss to the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down if they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're working that left side. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away... everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Firing to the right, complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Throws for the tight end. He makes a grab. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Arkansas! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. QB draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And And the Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Running up for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. The give on the inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, they're